What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the PG Sports Podcast. Our special guest today is Michael Neuman. Hey, what's up, man?
Hey!
How's it going?
How you doing, buddy?
Good. How about you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me on. So much fun.
Am I blurry? Am I clear?
You're good.
All right, good.
You're clear.
It's been a little it's been back and forth some days. Some days it's clear, some days it's blurry, some days half and half.
I love how when everyone went on, like at the beginning, Zoom, everything was fine, and everyone was like, "Oh, this is gonna work," and then all the technical difficulties happened, and everyone's like, "This is not as efficient as we thought."
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think that's the other reason why just everyone's using it now. So.
Well, Zoom, I think, took down their bandwidth like a week in or something because whatever internet had asked them, whatever company, however that works.
Yeah, you're in Florida, right?
I'm in Florida, yeah.
How's it down there, like with coronavirus and stuff?
It's interesting. I mean, it's, Miami is, it was high in the spike of things, but not anything like New York.
Yeah.
Or, it was bad, but it's not here, at least anymore for sure.
Yeah.
You don't feel it.
Yeah, I think everything's kind of turning around now. Slowly.
Find out.
Yeah.
I feel like there's so much information. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of unknowns.
But anyway, thank goodness you're healthy and we're all healthy, and that's about it,
Yeah, for sure. Yes. Let's go into your athletic career.
Let's do it.
How'd you get into just like all this like Spartan racing and all this like all that stuff?
Well, you don't get into Spartan racing unless you're crazy anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's why it's such a big community, because when you're done with the race, no matter if it's competition, the age groups, the elite kind of age groups, or even the open races, I feel like when you like lock eyes with everyone after the finish line, everyone's like, "Oh, you're crazy like me. I get what we just went through. Like we can connect and bond." I basically have been athletic my entire life. I've played almost every single sport imaginable. Could never progress because of my orthodoxy. I don't know if anyone knows yet, but I am an Orthodox Jewish athlete, which you just don't see a lot, and you don't see many. And for whatever reason, I've spoken about why and whatnot. But anyway, because of Sabbath on Saturdays, I was not able to play or progress as a kid in those circuits. So when Spartan came around, all those leagues are on Sunday, and I was looking to do something really crazy, just that you have that time in your life where you're just like, I got to do something ridiculous. And so I signed up for a race, the New Jersey, this guy, it's my first shirt actually, the New Jersey Beast. And just randomly, I saw an ad for it. I said, this is crazy. I signed up for it. It was a month away. I did not know that I had signed up for literally one of the hardest races, the max distance, 13 miles in the mountains, never done anything like that, 40 obstacles, and it forced me to kind of have to have a month to train for it and get my act together. So that's how I got into it. And then I raced, and then you get hooked ever since.
I gotcha. I gotcha. Hey, what's up? Is there any Orthodox Jew pro athletes right now?
So I'm actually doing a series with media company, but there's really only about 5. There's only 3 to 4 other ones that are known, and that's about it. I put them all together on a summit so people could see and the community could be a little bit impacted and inspired and empowered. But no one's it's very rare. It's odd.
So there's no one currently right now, you're saying? Or are you saying there's 5?
We have a couple people. No, there are current Orthodox Jewish athletes, but that's about 5 of them who have now gone into competitions and have won major competitions, stuff like that. We just had a Orthodox Jewish woman win the Miami Marathon here in Miami. She's from Israel, flew down here and competed and won here. So that was very empowering and big. We had a Orthodox Jew go to the Olympics in skeleton, a couple of things like that. But yeah, there's not many of us.
I gotcha. Yeah, I don't know if Sandy Koufax was, but I remember he like I know he like wouldn't pitch on a certain day, or wouldn't because of that.
Yes, it's very good that you know that, by the way, because for Orthodox Jews and for Jews in general, that's like our guy.
Uh,
But yes, on Yom Kippur, he wasn't Orthodox, but on Yom Kippur, it's a very special holy day for all Jews, any affiliation. So he decided that, I think in the World Series game, that he would not pitch.
yeah.
They had that question with Alex Bregman,
Yeah.
but he decided to play on Yom Kippur, which is fine.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, well, actually, fun fact: I went to a Catholic university, and I needed like one more religious credit, and the last thing was Judaism, and I took Judaism, and I did my project Jews and sports actually.
There you go.
Yeah.
So your course into the faith.
That's how I knew about the Sandy Koufax thing.
I mean, again, you all in all sports, you have such little moments to inspire, things like that. So when those opportunities come, you have to take them. But that's why I do love running Spartan racing, particularly because it's so odd for people to see a very fit, strong Jew. It's just it's a whether it's a stigma, whether it's manipulation, whether we don't see it that often. So when I run in Spartan racing, because it's so physically taxing. I mean, you have to be able to run, some of the guys run 5s, but 6 or 7 minute mile in the mountain terrain with carrying a bucket of rocks, 100 pounds, barbed wire crawls, rope climbs, and if you fail, you have to do 30 burpees.
Wow.
So for people to be racing and seeing my yarmulke, I've had 4 or 5 people come up to me after and be like, "I'm sorry to be a racist. I didn't know that Orthodox people could do that."
Yeah.
Those are actual things that people said to me. So I love Spartan racing for that fact, because it's to do monkey bars and stuff. Also in London, I went to race in London, OCR in London.
Yeah.
And the championships there, and that course was crazy. That was like so many ninja obstacles in a obstacle course. Like it was so not typical Spartan. And it was just cool because I was killing each obstacle, and I was like, I can't fail on any, or else I would look like weak. So it was cool to in the yarmulke do some crazy obstacles like that.
Yeah. How many have you done so far?
I've done over 30 Spartans now.
Damn.
Yeah. I podiumed twice in my age group, and then I've had a top 10 in the elite division, and I qualified this year for the elite division. And I don't whether because they kind of know about me, but whether they did it or not, they finally put a U.S. Series championship race on a Sunday. So, because a lot of the championships are all on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
They're always on Saturday. World Championships, the U.S. National Championships, the U.S. World Series National Championships, and so they've started to put a couple of them on Sunday now. So I got to race against the top guys there in the sport. That was amazing.
Yeah. So how do you like train for all this stuff? Because I know it's like sometimes just like you just said, just like random items that you're picking up and throwing, and who the hell knows.
It's very yeah. By the way, they can throw. It's also not just the obstacles; it's the combination of obstacles that they put together. So they could put a bunch of strength, a bunch of heavy carries where they're take out you're carrying an Atlas ball, so they're going to try to take out your grip and your back, and then have you do an Atlas Hercules hoist. So they're going to try to now again take out your back and your grip, and then put you through a twister or upper body obstacle, so that way now your literal back and grip from 3 obstacles ago in a span of a quarter mile are taxed. And so now that simple monkey bar has become very hard. So you have to be able to train for that element, or they'll put a very hard obstacle at the end of a climb. They do a lot of tricky things, but how you train for it is the ability to control your heart rate. So you have to be able to control and max out your heart rate, and to be able to recover as fast as possible. Because when you're running, you can stay at a rhythmic pace. Trail racers, even so, can also get into that, even though there's a lot of elements. But then when you have to get on the ground and start crawling in a barbed wire crawl or get over a 10-foot wall, all of a sudden your heart rate spikes. And then when you start running again, you can blow out or your pace can get hurt because you can't recover. So you train for heart rate elevation, and then you also have to train for 5 or 6 different disciplines. Core, grip strength, strength in general, speed, agility, leg strength. If you're doing power hikes up these mountains and running in, you have to be able to train so many different aspects. So my favorite training is I'll do a sprint on a treadmill, whatever the distance is, as fast as I can. And then I'll go do a circuit of different things. So it'll be, my favorite one is a sprint, then the deadlift, 45 plate, then 45 plate back rows, 2 rounds of monkey bars, and then 20 or 30 box jumps, and then back on the sprint. And I'll try to do that for 15 reps, 12 to 15 sets.
Yeah. What about how have you been around now? Just like gyms being closed.
My pull-up bar. Have you seen it? You saw a couple of my stories.
Yeah.
My pull-up bar is so souped up right now. That's at least how I'm doing it. And I bought a portable stair stepper.
All right, there you go.
That way I can get a little bit of cardio, and then I can do the pull-ups and things like that.
Yeah, I think I saw a meme last time talking about like, doing like push-ups in the room. They're like, I feel like I'm doing like 25 to life.
Yeah, that's what it is. When I started, I didn't have a pull-up bar. I was like, oh my God, this is what prison feels like. This is prison workout.
Pretty much. Yeah, and then
free down outside. But anyway, besides that.
So how'd you get casted for the $1 Million Mile?
So that was bizarre. That was so weird. They called me. I had applied for Ninja twice.
Okay.
And then the Titan Games, before they decided that they wanted to go and cast people that are even bigger than The Rock. And scarier. I think they switched it around. This year it looks like they switched it around. I should have applied again for this year. Because it looks like they went back to a little bit of less strongman. It looks like, because they brought in, I think, other professional athletes, kind of like $1 Million Mile. Yeah. But so they called me. They Facebooked me, which was funny. They don't call anymore. It's 21st century. But they reached out to me. They I guess they saw a picture of myself in my yarmulke in a Spartan race or something. I guess they were going through that for casting. And so they found me. I went through, it's a long, arduous process for any of these shows. I mean, people don't realize it's like tons of casting calls. Then the casting person has to pitch you to the head producer. And then you have to go through like it's a casting process that a lot of people don't know.
What year was it that they cast? I mean, what year did they reach out, or what month, or like how many months was it from like them reaching out to you? Like
they reached out like end of summer of August, and then I probably flew there November, or am I doing the months right? It's near December, like before December, something like that. So around there.
Yeah. So pretty long.
Yeah, it was long, and we had to do tryouts before that, and but it's also so tough because you don't know if you're 100% going to get picked.
Yeah.
But you know that you need to put in a serious amount of work if you want to be ready for it. So you have to create the motivation like you're going to be on the show, but then your brain goes, wait a second, if I don't get on all this really, really hard work for nothing. I mean, my training was nuts. I call it hell training. I did for 5 weeks. Once I got the call, I said, it's an opportunity lifetime, especially for Orthodox Jew. And I woke up 5:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock to 7:30 workout. I mean, then prayers, then work, prayers again, and then work out until I had to. So I was averaging about 4 or 5 hours every day. I did ice baths every day. I don't believe in rest days, which might have people freak out, but I believe in rest periods. I mean, depending on how hard you're going. Yeah. And then I don't like to lose like the motivation, the mindset. And then I ate to a T. I meditated a lot more, trying to get my mind ready. I would put myself in a cold shower, go into a sauna, into an ice bath, into a sauna, back into a shower, to just practice breathing and to be practiced, because I also knew the mental aspect of these TV shows is that everyone talks about it. The pressure you feel is like none other. And so I was just, it was such an interesting thing. I was practicing, you know, just being able, like, you know, when you have a shower, I'm a psychotherapist, so I know like about anxiety, you know, anyway, so I knew that was going to happen, and I had to fight my own psyche. And so I practiced in the shower after the sauna, and the shock you get is kind of like anxiety, right? It's kind of fear, it's kind of like lights, right? Oh my God, it's like you start, you know, palpitating, your heart rate goes flying, and then you have to start to learn how to breathe in that, and then eventually, weirdly enough, those cold showers actually feel kind of warm. They kind of, you feel kind of comfortable. So I prepared for that, thank goodness, because the pressure of the show is ridiculous. They called me, I got picked, I went out, and it was crazy. It was crazy. What?
Where was it?
It was in LA.
Oh, okay.
It was like the biggest set CBS had ever built.
Okay.
Production was awesome. It was a lot of fun. The people I met were amazing, and it was such a wonderful experience. But you didn't I didn't sleep for 3 days. I didn't sleep for 3 days. I raced 1 a.m., 4 a.m. my time.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't eat. Like, it was like, you know, like you're so anxious, you're so whatever, you're so much, you're trying to figure out and strategizing and whatnot. Yeah. And then I got, there's so much to that. Like, I got there Saturday night, was nervous, obviously, didn't sleep all Saturday night. Then we did filming all day Sunday, got back. You wouldn't know if you were running Monday night, Tuesday morning until Tuesday morning, Monday night. So I had to stay up till like 1 a.m. Monday. And then I got the email that I'm on. So then I stayed up the whole night preparing, nervous, whatever. Went to the set all day. You know, you go through walkthroughs and and this stuff. And then I had to go into like a lockdown room where you then wait to go compete. So it was ridiculous in that sense. And then, unfortunately, and I say this kind of carefully, I wish I would have gotten anyone but VJ. Because all of the athletes there are amazing. I don't know if you know Spartan.
Yeah.
But I was hoping for Robert Killian. I don't know if you know him.
No, who's that?
He is a 40-year-old, two-time world champion Spartan racer.
Okay.
I mean, he's amazing. Spartan racing, by the way, is very much mental capacity. Yeah. The guys who win are 35 to 40 years old. Mm-hmm. And so it's weird. Younger guys shouldn't be able to compete. Younger guys should be able to kill them, but they actually end up winning all the time because they have better mental capacity. But I wish I would have played against him, and then I got VJ, and I mean, I think you know, but then it was a battle. Got 2-minute head start, and then yeah. You want me to walk you through what happened?
Wait, I want to go back to when you were talking about like you had to try, like you guys when you had to try out too. Like, so what'd you have to do for the tryout? And was it like versus people, or they were just like timing like you or
timing with
okay.
You know, like the regular stuff, making sure that you're healthy and whatever, you know.
Like you're going versus somebody in like a pre.
Yeah. But it was yeah, I'm saying, see, they were I think it was the people that got on were also wonderful people. Yeah. It was very interesting. All the people that were on that show, a lot of them, I mean, from what I know, were very sweet, good people. We all liked each other a lot, you know, and I think that made the experience really nice for everyone because it was a great opportunity just to meet some really like heroic, good people.
Yeah. How long were you there for?
The 3 days, whatever it was.
Yeah. So you're the only to win, right?
No. So no. So there's a lot of people that won more money than me. There's very few that actually hit the buzzer because there were so many opportunities to win so much money. Yeah. And so I mean, you know, I care about money, but I really wanted to make sure that I press the button at the end by Tim Tebow, so that way I can show how strong Orthodox Jews are and make a ripple effect through our community and really start to inspire kids and people to feel good about themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I am the only one to win the most money off of VJ. VJ did not lose.
Oh, yeah. I thought I read you were the only one that beat a pro.
No, we had Slater, Kayla, what's her name? Kayla. Why did I just say that? Mary. There's other people who beat, not many beat the pros.
Yeah.
Because it's they're super fast, but no one beat VJ. That guy did not. I mean, I'll tell you, when I did the math, he ran about a 4:30 in that first quarter mile. He sprinted his guts out and then did the first obstacle 10 seconds faster than me, and I did it faster than any contestant, not defender. You know, so it was So I won 25,000 versus him, which is the most versus him.
Yeah. Was he mad?
What?
Was he mad that you beat him?
No. So I'll tell you, all the Spartan guys, like you see it, they were not happy. These are people that do Spartan and obstacle course racing. There's not a ton of money in it, so they do it for the sport and they want to win. They are so freaking competitive. Yeah. He was the only one that I give him a lot of credit and I give him a lot of kindness. And it was very nice to me. He gave me a very nice compliment at the end, where he said I was the toughest competitor he's faced. Yeah. So he was very kind to give me that accolade. You know.
Who else did you like meet?
But he was not happy either. He was not. Yeah,
happy. I can see that. I remember it was an older show. It was called Pros versus Joes. It was like a while ago.
Okay.
And it was just, and it was like this, but they used to get, like, the athletes used to get pissed when they lost.
Hey, I mean, I try not to be so competitive.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I am. Like, you know, I can't deny it, but I like to, my competitive concept is I like to make sure that I give my best. Whether I lose or win, I'm very godly, you know, I'll give that over to a higher power. But I would like to, if I don't give it my best or I didn't do everything I could, I kind of get a little down on myself, you know.
Yeah.
But he wanted to beat me.
Yeah.
Especially like, it was because I didn't make a mistake. He came after me. He went so fast. Yeah. And you can understand, like, the pressure of that moment, like when you see a guy chasing you like that with the lights on and stuff like that. There was the moment where I had to decide to exit was so ridiculous. It's like I don't understand how army people or people in surgeons and stuff like that in such high intense life-threatening decisions, how they make it. Because in my Powerball, which is not, you know, anywhere near what they face, I had like a second to kind of decide, you know, basically my whole life, you know, whether I'm going to decide to go on and get more money and risk losing and beating him. I could get more money, I felt, but I was going to risk, you know, hitting the buzzer at the end, or get the buzzer and lose that money and make sure I win. I had to make that just like that when all my plans got foiled.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Like, who else did you meet just like on that?
Tim Tebow was very nice to me. He came over to me before and was like, "Hey, how are you? Like, you ready?" He's like, he like went right into the God conversation, obviously. Because I had my yarmulke on. I was like, he's like, "Yeah, you ready for this? You feel like God's got you? You ready?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got, you know, I feel like God's put me in so many situations to make sure that I'm ready for this." And da-da. And he's like, that's how you're gonna do well. You can believe in God, you'll be fine. I was like, "Yeah, 100%." And that was it. And then he walked off, and then he interviewed me.
Yeah. Cool.
But yeah, it was fun. He was a really nice guy. That was it. I met him. I bumped into Faith Stenning. She's another Spartan racer. That was exciting for me because I think she's amazing. I didn't meet anyone else. LeBron was not there. No.
Yeah.
What else?
What happened like after you won? Like, what did like a fury of people like start up?
Yeah, so after I won, I went viral, especially in the Jewish community. I mean, it was wonderful to see everyone get I didn't really expect that to be so empowered. Went all the way to Israel, went around the country after I spoke around the country to schools and people and wherever I could be of an inspiration. Decided that I was going to start this foundation with some of that money to give back to take kids with physical challenges through a Spartan race. I basically went to do a clinic for this camp that hosted kids with physical challenges, cancer, no legs, everything. Mm-hmm. And I helped we put together a little obstacle course, like a real one. I wanted real obstacles. And so, so I took the first kid, he was blind, got him over the hay bale, and he burst into a smile that like moved me to a core. Like, I can't explain it to you. I really can't. Like, it changed who I am. So much so, this is a fun story that I decided to blindfold myself that weekend, which was another Spartan race. Mm-hmm. And I competed in the morning, 48 minutes. And to give you a comparison of how crazy this decision was, I blindfolded myself, had someone guide me, and it took me 4.5 hours to complete the Spartan race.
That's crazy.
It was so freaking scary. Yeah. After 2.5 hours, I lost sense of direction, time. Apparently, I had a conversation with somebody for an hour that I have no recollection of. I felt like I was in a dream, and I literally remember saying to myself, this is a living hell. Thank God I can take off my blindfold, but how do people live like this? Yeah. I couldn't believe it. So, but to your answer, yes, a lot of people do hit me up. A lot of people say, are very inspired by the story. I hope to through this program, taking kids with physical challenges, be able to change people's lives there, and we have already. That next race is going to be in October. Even you can come and I think we're going to try to do one in New York. I don't know where you are, but we want to try all different places. Like, sign up and like you'll be able to help even a little kid go through a Spartan race. It'll like literally change your life.
Yeah, for sure.
So amazing.
I know you kind of just mentioned, but what are your other goals for this year? Once it hopefully comes back to normal.
Well, hopefully it seems like I'll be competing on another obstacle course show after all done. My goals are just to take it one simple thing at a time. My main goal is to change one person's life, which I've already done, so I reset that goal. Again, the foundation to make sure this Spartan race will be amazing. I have this cool series on theish.com to really bring a unique perspective. I take the Jewish athletes, as I mentioned before, and we discuss like the biggest topics: anti-Semitism, leadership, failing, all different things, identities and stuff. And that's my goal, just to be able to impact as many people as I can.
Yeah, and you said you're a psychotherapist?
I am a psychotherapist.
What that is, because I'm interested.
Psychotherapy? Psychologist.
It sounded
fancier word. But I'm a psychologist who believes in combining, movement and whether it's whether it's going for a run if needed, or whatever's best for, I don't like to say client, but whatever is best for that person that I'm assisting.
I got you.
I also don't like to say the word help. So I say assisting. But that's another wonderful thing I get to do, is I get to be of as much assistance as I can to others.
Yeah, definitely. All right, you ready for some like a speed round questions?
Do it.
All right, who's your favorite athlete of all time?
Jordan Spieth.
All right, the golfer.
Yeah. He came in at 20 years old and destroyed everyone. You have to understand the mental capacity to be able to do that.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Now he sucks, but that's a different story.
I think you're going to say Sandy Koufax.
Nope.
What about what's your favorite food?
I want to get to Sandy Koufax for my series, but eventually we'll get to him.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
What's your favorite food?
That's a tough one. I have to say a burger. A good one.
Let's say
burger. What?
You're about to say pizza though.
I was about to say pizza, but like burger all day long. When I was in hell training, I dreamed of burgers.
So I've been asking everyone this question because I don't know, everyone loves it. Apparently, all the comments go crazy. When you make cereal, do you put the milk in first, or you put the cereal in first?
Cereal first.
All right, good.
You have to. I don't know what the comments say, but you have to gauge. How do you put the milk in first? That's like so much commitment. You have to gauge how much like the food is the cereal. So if you put in the milk first, then you've committed to that amount of cereal. You know, where you can with the cereal you can gauge it, you can control it.
Yeah, the people that put the milk in first, they say they like it because so the cereal doesn't get soggy.
What is that, like a difference of 30 seconds?
Yeah.
It's like wine. They like their cereal fine, you know, and it's every second counts.
Pretty much. What about what's your favorite song right now?
John Legend, All of Me, or the yeah, I'll stick with that one right now.
All right, what about the last one? What's something that you haven't done yet that you want to do?
It's a good one. I don't know. Something I want to do. I don't know. Probably around something helping somebody that I haven't thought of yet.
Yeah.
I would like to start. I don't understand why, like, you know, for homeless people, giving like a gift card. You know, people give them money and are so scared they don't give them money because they think they're gonna go like do drugs or something. So like, I love homeless people. If you start talking with them, they're normal people, and it's all your own fears that you put onto them. Like a gift card where then they can take it and then go to like a clinic and get a night to sleep or something. I just gave out my nonprofit idea, but if someone wants to run with it, please change the world.
Whatever. It's all good. It's all good for a good cause. Someone does.
Exactly. just tell somebody eventually that it was my idea.
Yeah.
Want the credit.
Yeah. Well, appreciate you coming on. It was great. I was definitely learned some new things today.
Thank you. Again, thank you for the opportunity to whoever I can reach and try to inspire, help, whatever I can do. As I appreciate it, because I'm definitely destroying my body for the ability to do that. I'm going to be 80, and I already have arthritis in my neck, muscle damage in my shoulders, 2 joint injuries in my knees, 2 calf injuries, tore my ligament in my ankle, and the hip, and the left hip. I'm already 80.
Yeah. I feel like all athletes have a crazy amount of injuries or aches, pains, and.
Yeah, I'm actually one of the lucky ones, you know, that hasn't. I mean, not to knock on wood, whatever, but to not have a huge injury. So.
Yeah, for sure. Well, again, appreciate it. Have a good one.
Take care. Thanks so much.
Right.
Bye.